James Conner is on his way to being remembered as one of the best running backs in Pitt's great football history. In fact, by midseason, Conner will likely be number 2 on the school's all-time rushing list. He's on the preseason watch lists for the Maxwell and Doak Walker Awards. So the question is, who are the best backs ever who've come before him at Pitt? I'm Jeff Fischel. This is the ACC Now, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. Here are the top 6 Pitt running backs of all time. 6. Curtis Martin. When he arrived on campus, Coach Paul Hackett went so far as to compare him to Tony Dorsett. Ironically, though, at Pitt, he didn't have the durability that made him a Pro Football Hall of Famer. He ran for 1,000 yards his junior season, but got hurt in the second game of his senior year and never played for the Panthers again. 5. Craig Ironhead Heyward, Pitt's last All-American running back before Conner. It was hard to believe a 270-pound back could be so quick and agile. In 1987, he ran for over 100 yards in all 12 games and was a Heisman finalist. He finished his Pitt career with over 3,000 yards rushing. 4. Dion Lewis, back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons in 2009 and 2010. That 2009 season was so good, he broke Tony Dorsett's freshman school record, running for 1,799 yards. 3. Lewis's predecessor, Lesean Mccoy. Shady also had back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons in 07 and 08, along with 35 rushing touchdowns. In addition, McCoy had over 500 yards receiving in his career, giving us a hint of the kind of dual-threat back he would be in the NFL. 2. We're hopping on board the Wayback Machine, back to the 1930s. It's time to educate you about a Panthers legend, Marshall Goldberg. He led Pitt to national titles twice, in 1936 and 1937. In 37, he finished 3rd in the Heisman Trophy voting. The next year, he was the runner-up. In an era when Pitt dominated college football, Marshall Goldberg was the Panthers' biggest star. And number 1, is there any doubt, Tony Dorsett. College Football Hall of Famer, Pro Football Hall of Famer, truly one of the greats to ever play the game. His senior year, he ran for over 2,100 yards, earning him the Heisman. That year, his team went undefeated and won the national title. In all, he was a 3-time All-American and set the NCAA record at the time with over 6,000 career rushing yards. So there's our list. Well, I'm curious if you agree. The bigger question is, where do you think James Conner ends up on this list? Tweet me how you think Conner will be remembered in Pitt history. Tweet me at the ACCDN. And remember, we will talk to Conner at ACC Kickoff next week. For full coverage of the Panthers at Media Days, follow us on theacc.com. I'm Jeff Fischel. That's the ACC Now, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.